Did you know that 85% of sexual rejection in couples over 50 is not due to a lack of love, nor because attraction has faded, but due to an invisible cortisol spike that you yourself are provoking in the first 10 seconds of physical contact? That's right. Biologically, it is impossible for a woman to get wet if her brain detects a threat. And unfortunately, the way you are hugging her right now is activating her defense system, not her pleasure system. You probably clicked on this video because the promise in the thumbnail seemed crazy or exaggerated. Get her wet in 10 seconds just with a hug, without touching her intimate parts? It sounds like magic, but I assure you, it is pure neurobiology. And if you stay with me until the end, I will prove to you that you have been using the wrong key to open the door to your wife's desire for years. I am a doctor specializing in sexuality, and I am not here to give you empty romantic advice from magazines. I am here to teach you how to hack your partner's nervous system with surgical precision. Before I give you the exact technique, I need you to be brutally honest with me and with the community down below. I want you to go to the comments right now and answer this. When was the last time you hugged your wife for more than a minute without trying to touch her butt, her breasts, or rubbing your pelvis against her? If your answer is a long time ago or I don't remember, write the word guilty. Don't worry, you are not alone. Most men fall into this trap. But if you don't fix it today, you are condemning your sex life to becoming just a distant memory. Let's get deep into the subject. The big problem is that you hug to ask for sex. For you, it is a transaction, whereas she needs the hug to enable the possibility of sex. That difference is abysmal. When you approach her, and at second one, your hands are already looking for action. Her brain's amygdala goes off like a fire alarm. And do you know what cortisol, the stress hormone, does in the body of a mature woman? It is a potent vasoconstrictor. It shuts down the pipes, it cuts off blood flow to the pelvis. So literally, when you hug her with that predator anxiety, you are drying her out. You are the cause of that dryness that frustrates you so much and that you then try to solve with external lubricants when the real solution is internal. But I have good news. There is a biological switch called parasympathetic co-regulation. If you learn to activate it, you go from having a tense and defensive woman to a receptive and lubricated woman in a matter of seconds. Here's the technique broken down. Pay close attention because the secret lies in the microscopic details that no one tells you. The first step is proprioceptive pressure. Many older men, for fear of being rejected, hug shyly or give soft, light caresses. Fatal error. Listen to me carefully. With the drop in estrogen during menopause, the skin becomes thinner and tactile receptors change. Light touch, that gentle caress she used to like, can now feel irritating, like a fly landing on her arm. What the nervous system of a woman over 50 needs to calm down is containment. She needs to feel a pillar. When you hug her, do it strongly. A firm, enveloping, and static pressure. Don't rub her, just hold her. That deep pressure stimulates receptors under the skin that release serotonin and tell her brain, nothing bad is happening here, you are safe here. But here comes the master trick, the thing that will change the game in 10 seconds. I want you to think about this. When you usually hug her, how does she breathe? Surely short, fast, and shallow, right? That is accumulated stress from the day. You are going to hack that. You are going to use your mirror neurons. While you hold her firmly, you are going to breathe deeply, audibly, close to her ear. Inhale, filling your diaphragm for a count of 4. Exhale slowly for a count of 6. Try it right now while you are listening to me. If you breathe with calm and authority, in less than 10 seconds, her body will copy your rhythm involuntarily. It is a biological herd reflex. And the exact instant her breathing synchronizes with yours, her brain turns off the danger alarm and redirects blood from the defense muscles to where you are interested, to her viscera and erectile tissues. That moisture you will notice is not magic. It is blood flowing freely thanks to the fact that you took the handbrake off her stress. Now let's talk about your hands, because this is where 90% of men ruin all the previous work due to impatience. I want to ask you another quick question for the comments. From 1 to 10, how much anxiety do you feel to touch her when she is close? Be honest. If it is more than 7, you have to listen to this carefully. If you drop your hands to her butt or her crotch in the first few moments, the unequivocal message you send her is, I want to use your body for my pleasure. That generates immediate resistance. To see explosive results, keep your hands in the safety zone, the mid-back and the base of the neck. Why the neck? Because it is full of nerve endings that connect directly to the vagus nerve. If you gently massage her nape while holding her, you are stimulating deep relaxation. If you touch her butt, you are asking for something. If you hold her neck, you are offering care. And for a mature woman, feeling cared for is the most potent aphrodisiac that exists. Maybe you are wondering, and what if she rejects the hug at the beginning? What if she stiffens up? That is an excellent question. If she tenses up, it is because she expects you to try something else. This is where you are going to break the pattern. If you feel her get rigid, don't let go, but don't squeeze harder either. Simply tell her in her ear with a calm voice, "Relax, I don't want anything. I just need a hug from you." That phrase, gentlemen, is pure gold. I don't want anything. By verbalizing that there is no immediate second intention, you disarm her logical defense. You will see how, seconds after saying that, her body melts. It is almost instantaneous. But be careful, because there is a time factor that is the key to all of this. Science has measured this. An average hug between couples lasts barely 3 seconds. That is not a hug. That is a collision. That does nothing on a hormonal level. You need to reach 20 seconds. It seems like an eternity when you are standing there in the kitchen, I know. But hold on. At 20 seconds, the maximum peak of oxytocin is produced in the blood. If you let go before that, you wasted your time. If you hold on, you are drugging her legally and naturally with her own hormones. Test it tonight, count mentally. I guarantee that around second 15 or 18, you will feel an unmistakable physical signal. She will sigh deeply and drop her shoulders. That sigh is the white flag. It is her body saying, "I surrender. I am ready to feel." I want you to tell me in the comments if you have ever felt that sigh of surrender in your partner and didn't know what it meant. Write, "Yes, I have felt it," or "No, I never reached that point." I want to read your answers because that sigh is the gateway to what we call reactive desire. And this brings us to a crucial point that many men ignore and therefore suffer unnecessarily. The myth that the older woman loses desire. False, totally false. She doesn't lose it, her mechanics change. She moves from spontaneous desire, that sudden hunger you had at 20, to reactive desire. Imagine that her desire is no longer a microwave that turns on with a button. Now it is a wood-burning oven. It needs a spark to catch fire. She won't feel like it out of nowhere while washing dishes. She will feel like it as a reaction to what you do. You control the thermostat. If the stimulus is this hug of safety and contained virility, the desire ignites. If the stimulus is a complaint, indifference, or a rough grab, the desire turns off and the oven cools down. So let's visualize the scene. You have her. The 20 seconds have passed. She sighed. She softened against your chest. You feel her warmth. What do you do now? Do you attack? No. If you pounce now like a teenager, you break the spell and go back to zero. You are going to use the micro movement. Without pulling away, start moving your pelvis very subtly, almost imperceptibly, or stroke with your thumb the soft area behind her ear, and whisper something to her. But please don't talk to her about her body yet. Don't tell her how hot you are. Tell her how you feel. I love feeling you like this. I needed this hug today. By talking about your sensation, you take away the pressure of her having to perform or look perfect. And a woman without mental pressure is a potentially orgasmic woman. At that point, you will notice her temperature rising. She no longer rejects you, she melts with you. It might even be her who starts seeking more contact. I challenge you, don't believe a word I say. Put me to the test today. When you see her, block her path with a smile, look her in the eyes, and hug her using this technique. Firm pressure, deep breathing, hands on the back, and count to 20. No hidden intentions, just masculine presence. I assure you that you will feel an electric change in the air. You will feel how that wall of ice melts and becomes water. And when you notice that difference, I want you to come back to this video and tell me what happened, because I am sure you will be surprised at what you are capable of provoking. If this information has opened your eyes about the hug, imagine what you don't know about what happens next, in the intimacy of the bed. There are huge mistakes in rhythm and friction that you commit during the act that can annul everything you achieved with the hug. But that is a topic for another video, a more explicit and advanced one. If you want to stop guessing and start knowing how your wife's body really works, subscribe and turn on notifications. Here, we speak with scientific truth without taboos. Now, turn off your phone, go find her, and hug her exactly like this.